Choosing the correct lane isn't just about speed. It's about efficiency, safety, and understanding how traffic actually flows. And the reality is, most people are in the wrong lane more often than they think. So if you're on a highway with just 2 lanes, the right lane is always for slower moving traffic and merging. The left lane is for passing, but if traffic is heavy, then it obviously can clog quickly. If there are 3 or more lanes, for most other highways and expressways, the right lane is best for exits and casual driving at the speed limit. The middle lane or lanes are usually the most consistent for long distance travel, and the left lane or fast lane should be used for passing, not cruising, and it usually moves 10 to 15 miles per hour faster than the other lanes on average across the United States. Your lane choice should be intentional. If I had to pick the number one complaint I hear from drivers and listeners to the podcast, it's slow drivers in the fast lane. People say, I'm going the speed limit, why should I move? But here's the problem. Speed differentials create traffic disruptions. So what happens when a slow car stays in the left lane? It forces faster drivers to pass on the right, increasing lane changes and accident risk. It creates unpredictable speed shifts, which lead to phantom jams. It causes road rage, turning normal drivers into aggressive ones. Most states have keep right laws, but even where it's not enforced, it's usually just common sense. Now, I learned this, quote, common sense lesson the hard way at age 28, driving through Kansas on I-70 when I lived in Kansas City. Cop pulled me over for going 73 in a 70. Do you know why I pulled you over? I literally said, no, I don't. He said, well, you're camping out in the left lane. So that was my wake-up call to staying out of that fast lane if I'm not going faster than 10 miles per hour over the speed limit or directly passing somebody. If someone's tailgating you and wants to go faster, even if they're speeding, it's safer to move over than to try and regulate their speed. The left lane isn't called the fast lane in traffic engineering. It's the passing lane. And that distinction matters more than you might think. In most states, the law is crystal clear. Keep right except to pass. States like Washington, Oregon, and Illinois have gotten serious about enforcement, issuing thousands of tickets annually for left lane violations. Why? Because data shows that just one slow-moving vehicle in the left lane can create a ripple effect that slows traffic for miles. And of course, if you're a loyal listener of the podcast, you have heard me talk about that and the symptom, which is phantom jams. So here's what happens. When you camp in the left lane at or slightly below the speed limit, you force faster moving traffic to either stack up behind you or weave through multiple lanes to get around. This creates what traffic engineers call turbulence, disrupted flow patterns that reduce the road's overall capacity. Now, on a typical 4-lane highway, proper lane discipline can increase throughput by 15 to 20%. But even when multiple drivers park themselves in the left lane, you get what we call rolling roadblocks, clusters of vehicles moving at the same speed across all lanes with no way for traffic to flow around them. Man, those are really, really annoying. The irony, many left lane campers think they're being safer by avoiding the chaos of the right lanes, but they're actually creating the very conditions that make highways more dangerous for everyone. Here's how to be a smarter lane user, especially on highways with 4 or more lanes. And think of lanes as having specific purposes. The left lane is for active passing only. You move into it, complete your pass, and move back out, period. The center lanes are for cruising, maintaining a steady speed with occasional lane changes. And the right lanes are for slower traffic and vehicles entering or exiting. Now here's the key rule. Always be aware of your lane position relative to traffic flow. If you're in the left lane and someone approaches from behind, even if they're going faster than you think they should, move over when it's safe. It's not your job to control speed, and blocking them often leads to dangerous situations. Practice the mirror check habit. Every 10 to 15 seconds, glance at your rearview mirror. If you see vehicles approaching or stacking up behind you and there's space to your right, move over. This simple habit can prevent 90% of left lane conflicts. 90%. Now for highway cruising, use what I call the floating technique. Don't lock yourself into one lane for long stretches. Instead, flow with traffic. Move left to pass, return to the center, adjust as needed. This keeps you aware of your surroundings and prevents the tunnel vision that creates left lane campers.